Hello friends, okay. So we'll now start about some properties. Correct. So let me write simultaneously we'll be writing their unit as well as their dimension. Okay. Simultaneously we'll cover this, so it will help us. Okay. Let me list out the property. Sir, fluid mass. Yes, fluid mass already we have covered in our lecture 2. Sir, weight already we have covered. Sir, area, yes, type of area. Why cross sectional area, surface area, projected area is important, that also we have covered. Why volume? Okay, yes sir, volume also we have covered. Liter, meter cube, 1 meter cube, 4,000 liter. When we are using volume flow rate, when we are using mass flow rate, that also has been covered in 2. Okay, second video. Correct. So apart from this, what we will be studying is, see here. Okay, mass density. Okay, what? Mass density. It's also known as specific density. ठीक है ना? Mass density. Then we'll be studying our weight density. ठीक है? We'll be studying relative density. We also will be studying specific volume. ठीक है? Okay, relative density, weight density, understood? Okay, we also will be studying bulk modulus, compressibility, dynamic viscosity, important topic, huh? Dynamic viscosity, kinematic viscosity, kinematic viscosity, surface tension, capillarity, okay, and vapor pressure. So while we are studying this, we'll be writing simultaneously their unit and dimension. Therefore, specific mass, if I tell you, or is also known as mass density. Sir, symbol rho, specific mass or mass density is nothing but, okay, how much is the mass occupied per unit volume at STP. It's an absolute quantity. STP, sir, standard temperature and pressure. See, as per IUPAC, my standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin, and my standard pressure is how much? 1 bar. Okay. NTP, sir, NTP is your normal temperature and pressure. Okay. So normal temperature and pressure as per IUPAC is what? 20 degrees Celsius is the temperature, that is 293 Kelvin, or 101.3225 kilopascal, or 1.01325 bar, that is atmospheric. Okay ना? समझ में आ गया आपको? Okay. So this is density. Sir, what happens to density? It increases with pressure. With pressure, and we measure it. How we measure it? With the help of क्या? Pycnometer. PYCNOMETER. Okay, yes, pycnometer. Okay. Now, density. What are the standard density? As I told you, it's varies with pressure. See, when we talk about water density of water. When I say, I tell about 3 things. Number 1, at 4 degrees Celsius, the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. How much is that? 999.972 mass by volume. So kg by meter cube is the unit. Kg per meter cube. At 100 degrees Celsius, what happens? Steam. How much is that? 958 kg per meter cube. Sir, at 0 degrees Celsius, water becomes ice. That is 970 kg per meter cube. समझ गए? Water. Okay. Now you tell me something about what is the maximum material with maximum density? Okay. Before that, what is the density of your mercury? 13,546 kg per meter cube. We normally take it how much? 13,600 kg per meter cube. What is the density of steel? 7850 kg per meter cube. Density of air density 1.2 kg per meter cube. Remember, some certain densities you must remember. Like density of water is maximum at 4 degree Celsius. Bit question आता है. ठीक है. Density of mercury 13,600 kg per meter cube. Density of steel 7850. Density of air 1.2 kg per meter cube. What is the material with highest density? Google. You will come to know. Google करो भाई. Osmium around 22,570 kg per meter cube. Picrometer and also hydrometer. ठीक है. Picrometer and also hydrometer. Come on. ठीक है. So density of osmium. So density of air graphite very less. Aero graphite, that is around 0.2 kg per meter cube. Sir, we have heard density of water is 1. How you are telling 999.972 or nearly 1000 kg per meter cube? This is 1000 kg per meter cube. The unit is kg per meter cube. If it is in CGS unit, it is 1 gram per cc. Okay, if it is CGS unit, it is 1 gram per cc. But our most of the syllabus are in terms of kg per meter cube. SI units only. ठीक है. So what is the unit? Unit is kg per meter cube. और हम लिख देते हैं ग्राम पर cc cubic centimeter. तो what will be dimension? kg m meter cube l minus 3 m l minus 3. ठीक है. Okay. So this is your density. Right. Fast. Okay. This is what your mass density or specific mass. Next we'll go for weight density or specific weight. Weight density or also known as specific weight. ठीक है. Second one is specific weight or weight density. See, its symbol we can write gamma or we'll write capital W. ठीक है ना. So gamma is equal to, it is the weight occupied per unit volume. Sir, weight means m into g. I am correct. Volume. So what is m by g? Density. Rho into g. So gamma is equal to rho into g. See, sometimes, most of the times in exam ना question में वो density नहीं देता. Okay, it will give you gamma, specific weight or weight density, or it will give you specific gravity, or also known as relative density. RD लिखो, S लिखो, your wish. तो specific gravity. S, what this says? It says it's the ratio of density of matter to density of water. Because it is density by density, what? No units. Hence it is a dimensionless quantity. It doesn't have any dimension. Question आएगा, out of the following which one is dimensionless? Specific mass, specific weight, specific volume, specific density. क्या लिखोगे? Specific density. Hence you should remember the name, पूरा name. It's specific mass or mass density, specific weight or weight density, specific volume, specific gravity or relative density. Relative, it's relative with respect to water. So sir, give us some example. ठीक है, हम example लिखेंगे. What is density of water at 4 degrees Celsius? Means what? Density of water by density of water, that is the specific gravity is 1. Okay. Similarly, what is specific gravity of mercury? Sir, density of mercury by density of water. Density of mercury we take 13,600. Density of water we take 1000. That is 13.6. What is density of specific gravity of steel? Sir, density of steel by density of water. Density of steel is 7,850. By density of water is 1000. All are in kg per meter cube. But both are of same relative. Hence there is no unit or no dimension. Hence it's a dimensionless quantity. Okay, you understood? So weight density क्या हुआ देखो भाई, rho into g. What is your rho? Rho unit बोलो, kg per meter cube. Mass by volume. G, acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity, meter per second square. Meter, this cancels. What you got? Kg, meters minus 2, second minus 2. Okay, so that is your weight per volume. Okay, so here what will write then? Kg per meter cube into meter per second square. So kg, meter minus 2, second minus 2, m, l minus 2, minus. ठीक है? Understood? Okay. So what is our next thing? Relative density. It has no units, no dimension. It's a dimensionless quantity. Got it? So shall I erase? Note it down. Pause the video and note it down. Okay. Now the next thing is specific volume. Specific volume. See, specific volume is very simple. What is specific volume? Specific volume. हम ऐसा उल्टा लिखते हैं V. It is nothing but 1 by density. Or it is the volume occupied per unit mass. Volume occupied per unit mass. That is meter cube per kg. Sir, why is the specific volume? Interesting बोलो कुछ. ठीक है, चलो एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ. Okay, answer me. Which one is more heavier? 1 kilo of iron or 1 kilo of cotton? Come on, fast. 1, 2, 3, over. Answer. क्या बोल दिया? Iron बोल दिया? देखो. होता है कभी कभी this thing happens. Or you have come across this question as when you were a kid. Which is more heavier? 1 kilo of iron or 1 kilo of cotton? See, both are same. Weight wise both are same. What's the change? Volume. The volume occupied by 1 kilo of iron is very less. Wherever the volume occupied by 1 kilo of cotton is very, very high. Mass is same. With respect to mass, the volumes are different. Means you can see it's the matter of their density or specific volume. Or specific volume. तो मैं उल्टा लिख दूंगा यहाँ पर मीटर क्यूब पर kg, that is m-1 L3. ठीक है? That is m-1 L3. Understood? ठीक है? See, the specific gravity na or relative density, it is also a function of temperature. So we have to determine this at a particular temperature only. What particular temperature? 4 degrees Celsius, 27 degrees Celsius. Okay? Next we'll be going for bulk modulus or compressibility. See, this bulk modulus and compressibility factor na. Okay. What I can write? That means density into specific volume is equal to 1. I can write this. So in your dimensional analysis or somewhere, if denominator or numerator you see density into specific volume, they will cancel each other and it will become a dimensionless quantity. ठीक है? Okay. So what we are going is bulk modulus and compressibility. Yes. So what I was saying is, say this. Compressibility. So you are compressing a gas or you are compressing a liquid. When we say something is compressible or not compressible, how we are defining the compressible and non-compressible part? This on the change of the density. If the density is changing, if the density it changes, okay, then we call it as compressible. If the density do not change, then such a material or such a property, such a fluid, we call it as incompressible. We call it as what? Incompressible. Okay. So why you left space? See, some quantify we have to do, right? We have to do some quantify. There will be some compressible, pakka every time. The changes are greater than 5%. If the changes in density are greater than 5%, we call it compressible. if the change in density is less than 5%, okay, what change? Density change is less than 5%, we call them incompressible. Correct, na? So for this compressibility factor to understand or to quantify the compressibility factor in terms of a property of a fluid, we use a bulk modulus of elasticity. What we use? Bulk modulus of elasticity or bulk modulus. See, think it as of a compressed cylinder, ठीक है? And यहाँ पर एक piston है, ठीक है? We have a piston, we have a cylinder. Inside this we have gases. We have a fluid here, ठीक है? So what initial condition? This is the initial condition. During initial condition, what was the pressure? Pressure is P1, ठीक है? Volume is V1. Density is ρ1. Okay. Now what I did, I pressed this piston inside. I pressed this piston inside. So what you can see, बोलो क्या हुआ? Volume decrease हो गया. कितना volume था? Area is same. So length decreased, hence the volume decreased. Yes or no? The volume decreased. So volume become V2. Pressure increased. Pressurized. Pressure increased. Volume decreased. So what will happen to density? Density will increase. Why sir? अरे बाबा, density equal to mass by volume. ठीक है ना? Volume क्या हुआ? V2. P2 is greater than P1. Pressure बढ़ गया. Okay. V2 volume घट हुआ. V2 is less than V1. So volume decrease. Because of volume decrease, what happens to the density? Density increased. Pressure increased, density increased, volume your decrease in this case. ठीक है? So what your bulk modulus says, the bulk modulus K is nothing but, it says the change in pressure. What it says? Is the ratio between the change in pressure divided by volumetric strain or the density strain. Volumetric strain or the density strain. Understood? So what is the change in pressure? Delta P. Sir, volumetric strain epsilon V or density strain epsilon rho or P2 minus P1 by, sir, volumetric strain V2 minus V1 by V1. But sir, V2 is less than V1, this quantity is negative, hence I add a minus symbol. Correct? Understood? Or P2 minus P1 by density strain ρ2 minus ρ1 by, you know, right? Strain means what? Change in dimension per original dimension. Change by original. What is the change in volume? V2 by V1. What is the original value? V1. What is the change in density? ρ2 by minus ρ1. What is the original density? ρ1. Okay, this is your bulk modular. And compressibility, if someone asks you, sir, what is compressibility? If they ask you, then simply write, your compressibility is nothing but inversely proportional to bulk modulus. Bulk modulus symbol K, compressibility symbol beta. This is also known as dilatant constant, means change in volume. That is change in volume, or you write here beta is equal to 1 by K, compressibility equal to 1 by your bulk modulus. समझ में आ गया? Do you understand? So यहाँ पर क्या हुआ? What happened? Pressure. What happened here? Come on, pressure. Pressure का यूनिट क्या होता है भाई? Sir, it is force per area. Sir, pressure मतलब what is pressure का फॉर्मूला बोलो? Force per area. Force क्या था? kg meter per second square. Area क्या हुआ? Meter square. This cancel. So what did it become? Bulk modulus. This is what? Strain. Strain has no unit, no dimension. because volume by volume, density by density. So pressure only. Pressure is force per area. Force kg meter per second square. That is mass into acceleration. Area meter square. Meter cancel. So what I got? Bulk modulus kg meter minus 1 plus minus 2. Kg meter minus 1 plus minus 2. That is m L minus 1 T minus 2. तो सर what will be compressibility? उल्टा क्या हो जाएगा तुम्हारा? मीटर सेकेंड स्क्वायर पर kg, that is m minus 1 L T2. Hence compressibility beta into bulk modulus if I do, what it will become? What it will become? One dimensionless constant. Again in your dimensional analysis, if in numerator or in the denominator you find bulk modulus and compressibility in a single form, then they will cancel with each other. You need not to go for the dimension calculations anymore. समझ गए? बोलो हाँ या ना? बोलो भाई बोलो या? Understood? Okay. हम कुछ प्रॉब्लम करेंगे. We'll have some more problem on this. Okay. So sir, यानी कि बोलो अगर डेंसिटी चेंज हो रहा है, if density is changing, तो sir you tell whether liquids are compressible or incompressible. See, by default liquids are incompressible. ठीक है ना? By default liquids are incompressible. But sir, then gases, whether gases are compressible or incompressible. That's why I wrote this. Yeah. Change. If the change in density is more than 5%, and that is compressible flow. If the change in density is less than 5%, that is which flow? Incompressible flow. समझ में आ गया? Sir, समझ में तो आ गया, but we are stuck here only. You say something. ठीक है, बोलते हैं. You understood this? We have a piston cylinder arrangement. Okay, initial condition was P1, V1, rho 1. Final condition is, we have compressed it. After compressing, the pressure increased to P2, volume decreased to V2, density increased to rho 2. So the bulk modulus is change in pressure by volumetric strain or change in pressure by density strain. That is delta V by volumetric strain or density strain. That is P2 minus P1 by V2 minus V1 by V1. But V2 is less than V1, so this is negative, hence we are using a minus symbol here. Or P2 minus P1 by rho 2 minus rho 1 by rho 1. ठीक है? Compressibility use कर लो. That is 1 by bulk modulus, beta equal to 1 by K. To quantify compressibility, we are using bulk modulus. Remember that. Compressibility is a concept. To quantify that, we are using bulk modulus. Okay ना? समझ गए? हाँ. Now coming to your doubt. Your doubt was, sir, आपने बोला you told liquids are incompressible. Okay, but sir, gases are compressible. Then in which case we have to use incompressible, or in which case we will use compressible? See, there is a formula. Okay, I'll tell you. The C क्या? Acoustic velocity. यानी कि velocity of your sound in any medium. समझ रहे हो ना? Medium. आप solid ले लो, medium. Or you take liquid as a medium, or you take air as a medium. ठीक है? तो acoustic velocity C equal to root over of K by rho. Now tell me what is C? I am writing here acoustic velocity. K is your bulk modulus. K is the bulk modulus. Okay. Rho is what? Your density. Rho is what? Your density. ठीक है ना? C equal to root over of K by rho. This is one formula you remember. One more formula you remember. D rho by rho is nearly equal to half into ma square. Sir, what is ma? Ma is your Mach number by sir. Ma is your Mach number. Mach number is nothing but d by c. Velocity in that medium divide velocity of that medium divided by velocity of sound in that medium. ठीक है ना? For example, let us say, okay, what is the velocity of sound in air? 330 meter per second. 330 meter per second. Let us say your air or gas is passing through 110 meter per second. 110 meter per second. तो इसको 110 करो, इसको 330 करो. What is your Mach number in such case? nearly equal to Mach number how much? 0.3. Correct. So when remember this now. So when Mach number is less than or equal to 0.3 means your gas or air is flowing, air is passing at a velocity of 0.2 to 0.3 Mach. 0.2 to 0.3 Mach. What happens when this is 0.3? Mach number is your 0.3. 0.3 square करो. Come on. आपका कैल्सिस निकालो. कैल्सी 0.3 का स्क्वायर करो. Okay. 3 by 10 into 3 by 10. What I get is 0.09 by 2 करो. कितना आया? 0.045. That means your d rho by rho is less than or equal to 0.05. Yes or no? The 0.05 you convert into percentage कितना आया? 5%. So when the air or gas is passing at this velocity, the change in density is less than or equal to 5%. Hence, they are called as incompressible. So भाई question आएगा, gases at low velocities are incompressible or compressible? क्या बोलोगे? Come on, incompressible. And what should be the velocity? It's around less than 0.3 Mach. 0.3 Mach number. Okay, understand? मजा आया ना बोलो? अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट था. पर ये सब हमें प्रूफ चाहिए? बिल्कुल नहीं चाहिए भाई. हम गेट लिख रहे हैं, हम लिख रहे हैं AEE, हम लिख रहे हैं PSU, हम लिख रहे हैं ISRO, हम लिख रहे हैं बार. प्रूफ नहीं चाहिए हमें. Unless you are writing for engineering service examination. समझ गए? ओके, मजा आया? कॉन्सेप्ट भाई ये चीज ना सही चीज होता है. We are average students. This is the average class. हम ये सब पढ़ते हैं. After all this, we qualify exam. Okay, don't worry. Okay, हम ये सब qualify करते हैं, हम सब लिखते हैं. Okay, तो you understood? देखो, the issue with online classes or this kind of classes is I cannot take live doubts. So if you have a doubt, of course you will have a doubt. Please write in the comment section. You are most welcome. Any constructive comments are very welcome. Okay, that's how I grow. That's how I know whether I am hitting my target audience properly or not. So your feedback is very much necessary. Okay, unless you tell me sir lightning problem है, मतलब आपका voice नहीं सुना. Okay, lightning थोड़ा adjust कर सकते हैं in subsequent slides. ठीक है? तो अभी आप देखो, अभी आप समझ गए ना क्या? Compressibility and bulk modulus. हमने क्या पढ़ा? देखो सर, compressibility वो है कि if the density changes, then we call it compressible. If the density does not change, we call it incompressible. So to quantify this compressibility, we are using a factor or we are using a property which is known as bulk modulus. The bulk modulus is nothing but the change in pressure with respect to the density strain or the change in pressure with respect to the volumetric strain. That is your delta P divided by epsilon V or delta P divided by epsilon rho. Okay, so that is P2 minus P1 by V2 minus note अपना note check करो, last अभी erase कर लिया, उससे पहले लिखा था P2 minus P1 by V2 minus V1 by V1 with a minus sign और P2 minus P1 by rho2 minus rho1 by rho1. ठीक है? Now what we are discussing is we are discussing this कि how to liquids are incompressible. क्या बोला मैंने? Liquids are incompressible. कोई doubt नहीं? Everything clear? Okay, liquids are incompressible. Now thing is, gases are compressible. We need to define at what point they are becoming compressible, and the criteria is 5% criteria. Less than 5% change on density, incompressible. Greater than 5% change in density, it is compressible. ठीक है? So for that we know C is what? Your speed of sound. Okay, the acoustic velocity. K by rho. K is the bulk modulus, rho is the density. Now we have a formula which is d rho by rho. Correct na? The change in density is nearly equal to half of Mach number. Sir, what is Mach number? V by C. So when the Mach number is less than 0.3, when the Mach number is less than 0.3, what is the change in density? less than 5%. आप ऐसे करो ना, इसको 5% करो, 0.05 करो, 0.05 this is 2, 0.05 into 2, 0.1, square of 0.1, square of 0.1, you'll get your answer. What will be your Mach number? 0.3. Okay, so 0.3, 0.33. So when the gas is flowing at a low velocity, let us say 0.2 to 0.3 Mach it is flowing, then the change in density is very less. Hence, those kind of gases we will be calling incompressible flow. Suppose the gas is flowing at a high velocity, then the change in density will be more. If the change in density is more, we call them what? Compressible flow. Okay? Okay? कुछ values लिख दें हम. Shall we write some values here? अच्छा आप इधर अच्छा आपने लिख दिया था ना, ये हो पाया आप you have written it. Pause करके लिख देना मुझे, ठीक है? यहाँ पर मैं कुछ बोल रहा था. So normally, what is the K of water? Normally, the K of water is 2060 megapascal. तो हमने क्या लिखा? C is equal to K by rho. K is 2060 megapascal. मतलब this much into 10 to the power 6 pascal. Density of water 1000 kg per meter cube. Convert it. Yes. What you got? See, what you get? 2.060 into 10 to the power 6 square root. So square root of 260 into 10 to the power 6. How much you will get? Square root of 2 into 1000. That is 1.414 into 1000. How much? 14 meter per second. This is the speed of sound in water. Speed of sound in water. Okay? Understood? Now sir, what happens in a solid medium? Solid medium आपका K value ज्यादा होता है, ठीक है? Because your K value is more, what happens to your C? Okay, C will be more. So speed of sound will be more in that case. Understood? I hope you understood what is mass, what is weight. So mass weight कहाँ पढ़ा था? Second, हाँ, basics of fluid mechanics में पढ़ा है, आपको मिल जाएगा. Search कर लेना. In my channel only is the second video. First video was syllabus introduction. Second was your introduction to mass, weight, area and volume. उसके बाद today we have studied mass density of specific mass, weight density of specific weight, relative density of specific gravity, specific volume, bulk modulus and compressibility. ठीक है? So for dynamic viscosity, subsequent lectures we will be covering dynamic viscosity, kinematic viscosity, surface tension and vapor pressure. ठीक है? So I hope you will practice it well. Okay, you are most welcome to give any constructive suggestions and thank you. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Try to solve some problems now, okay, based on our bulk modulus and compressibility. Okay, so this problem has come in GATE TI 2007 as you can see. So what it says, कि there is a hydraulic cylinder, okay, in the hydraulic cylinder you have oil. That oil is being compressed from an initial volume of 2 meter cube to 1.96 meter cube. So what happened? Volume decreased. So what will happen to the pressure? It will increase. So the pressure has been increased from 40 megapascal to 80 megapascal. They are asking, okay, during the compression, what will be the bulk modulus of elasticity for the oil? Okay. So what basically they told is, okay, you have a compressor, okay, cylinder, piston arrangement. Initially, how much is the volume? It said 2 meter cube. Then you compressed it. It came here. Now what is the volume? Final volume 1.96 meter cube. Okay. So the initial pressure PI was how much? Your 40 megapascal. And how much is the final pressure? PF, or you can write P1 P2. We'll write that. P1 P2 is how much? 80 megapascal. How much is V1? Initial volume 2 meter cube. How much is the final volume? 1.96 meter cube. So with this given data, they are asking you or they are expecting you to find the bulk modulus of elasticity. Okay. So what we made our formula? K is equal to delta P by epsilon B we studied. That is what? Change in pressure by the volumetric stream. That is nothing but I told P2 minus P1 by V2 minus V1 by V1, negative sign because we are compressing it. Volume is decreasing. Okay. So what is your P2? P2 is 80 megapascal. See, all options are in megapascal, so don't change the unit. Okay. P1 is your 40 megapascal divided by minus V2 1.96 minus V1 2.0 divided by V1 2.0. So take these two up. This implies K is equal to how much? 40 into 2 divided by minus how much you got? Minus 0.04. So 80 divided by 4 by 100. Yes or no? Take it up. 8000 divided by 4. 2000 megapascal. The answer, that is option B. Got it? ठीक है? So note down first. Pause करके लिख लो. हो गया? So now we'll go for the second. See, very easy. Just put the formula, get the answer. That's why I told you. We'll go what exam is expecting from us. That much only we'll read and we'll pass the exam. Nobody never told you need to read 100% of the syllabus and you need to know everything. No, we just need what you need to understand. Okay, we are here to qualify exam. That's all. Exam qualify करो, फिर go to the job and whatever the job requires you, you do that. Okay. Now, question number 2. See, when the pressure on a given mass of liquid increases from 3 megapascal to 3.5 megapascal, what is your given data? बोलो. Given data, pressure P1 3.3 megapascal. It increased to how much? P2 3.5 megapascal. Of course. So what happened to the density? Density also will increase, isn't it? Pressure increases, volume decreases, hence density increases. Density equal to mass per volume. So density your increases ρ1 from 500 kg per meter cube to ρ2 501 kg per meter cube. Okay. So what is the average value of bulk modulus of the liquid over the given pressure range? Again they are asking the bulk modulus. We have the formula. I told you change in pressure by density strain. Our formula is change in pressure by volumetric strain or change in pressure upon density strain, isn't it? So what it will be? P2 minus P1 divided by ρ2 minus ρ1 by ρ1. Density increasing plus sign. Now P2, how much is your P2? Come on, 3.5. Again need not to change the what? Units. Not required because anyhow it will be get cancelled and options are in terms of megapascal only. Divided by ρ2 501 minus ρ1 500 divided by 500. So what you got the answer? 0.5 into 500. It went up, divided by 1 to 50 megapascal. Got it? So bulk modulus of elasticity we have discussed and we have discussed 2 problems based on that. Okay, so our next class, next topic will be viscosity. Very, very important. Viscosity is the king of entire properties of fluid. So many questions will be coming. Viscosity will make, then we'll go for your surface tension. Okay. Thank you. See you in next class. Have a great day.